In a world full of challenges, there are incredible people making a difference, one cause at a time. KFGO for a Cause, brought to you by Neil Van Dam and the Van Dam Financial Group. KFGO for a Cause shines a spotlight on organizations and individuals dedicated to positive change.
This is KFGO for a Cause, brought to you by Neil Van Dam and the Van Dam Financial Group. And Neil's back with us this morning. Neil, welcome back.
Good morning.
And I'm Amy Eiler, usually here Monday through Friday from 11 to 2 with JJ Gordon, but I hang out Sunday mornings talking to Neil. And for whatever reason, March became very museum focused for us here on KFGO for a Cause. Laura Forty is with us, Executive Director of the Clay County Historical and Cultural Society. Welcome to KFGO Radio.
Thank you for having me.
So we've crossed the river and, through the woods, over to the Comp Center we go. And tell us about what's going on. I most recently saw tell me the name of it.
Land to Table.
Land to Table.
Yes.
Okay. Should we talk first about just who you are as the Clay County Historical and Cultural Society? Like, what is your mission in Moorhead?
Sure. So our mission is to collect, preserve, interpret, and share the culture and history of Clay County. So we are the Historical Society. Every county in Minnesota has a Historical Society, and so we are the one for Clay County. We represent the entire county. But as you might imagine or understand, like, the river is technically a border, but our history goes back and forth over the border. So we share a lot with Fargo, and we do a lot of programming on the different people and cultures that have been through Clay County, which, again, really encompasses the entire Fargo-Moorhead area and beyond.
The reason I love the Farm to Table one, I think, is because there's no better way to talk to people about their culture and their history than through their food.
Yes.
And you have actual recipes and people and family names that people are going to recognize.
Yes.
It's so fun to walk through and, literally, I'm, taking a picture. Was it the meatball recipe?
Yes.
So excited about the meatball recipe. But, it is such a good way to tap in and to learn about our history and culture is through our food. We're very proud of that.
Yeah, we are. I mean, most of us go back and make our own family traditional meals, at least on holidays, but sometimes throughout the entire year, we're eating what we grew up on, which has been handed down for generations. And so our food does tell us about our past, but we also adapt to where we're living right now and kind of bring in those nuances from the area.
One of the last times we were over there at the Comp Center at that specific exhibit, we ran into a gentleman during the Western Minnesota Steam Threshers reunion out in Rolog, Minnesota. And he was from California, or lives in California now, but his family, of course, is from here. And he was coming to drive one of the pieces of farm equipment in Rolog during the Steam Threshers reunion. And he had heard about this exhibit and was also there, taking it all in and, recognizing names and places. And, so it's so fun. Even people from outside of the area that are from here are coming to this exhibit to kind of feel the warm roots of Clay County and where we're from.
Yeah, absolutely. People come from all over the world to the Yum Camps to see what we have to offer. And I'm bragging a little bit here. I've only been at the Historical and Cultural Society for maybe 7-8 months, and we have a very professional museum staff. They do a fantastic job at creating these exhibits and telling the stories of Clay County, and everyone who works there loves Clay County and its history and what we do. And so it's just a really special place to be.
Obviously, I went straight to the basement at the beginning of this conversation. We should not forget about the ship, which is, the stunner piece of the Comp Center.
Yeah. The ship and the church, the Stav Church, are kind of our big draws. Definitely get international audiences for those two especially. But I think the greatness behind those stories relates to every other story within the historical society. These people had dreams. Robert Ass dreamt about building a ship that would sail to Norway, which is, to me, a crazy dream.
Yeah.
And, Guy Paulson dreamt about building this church with his hands, not like major machinery. And if you go down to Land to Table, people dreamt of a better life and came here for farmland or to escape where they were from and what was going on in those communities. And, the dream is really kind of a central piece to history and what drives us.
Tell us about the international visitors that you're getting to the Yum Come Center. Is that on a really regular basis?
Our international visitors are down. Tourism across the board from international audiences is down, but we do always get people from different parts of the world. And of course, besides the U.S. and Canada, our next largest tourist group is from Norway.
From Norway, yeah. I love that.
Yeah.
And now, I don't know, you might have to start your own, Hustfest, because now without that in Minot, I don't know, let's host it in the church. It'll be full, but we might need some tents outside. Yeah, we might need something going on outside. But I mean, it is a good reminder, without a Hustfest and without that celebration, I'm sure something will find and fill that void eventually. But I feel like the Yum Come Center can do it in the meantime. Your gift shop is beautiful. It features, my kids asked to go and shop at that gift shop.
Nice.
It's yep. Mm-hmm. We have a little bit of money in our pocket. Can we go to that one place that,
nice.
You know what I'm talking about, Mom, with the big boat?
Have you been there recently?
No, it's been a few months now. Why?
Okay.
Do you have something new going on in the gift shop?
Well, always.
What's happening? Tell me.
We recently hired a new manager, and she is doing fantastic. We've got all kinds of very kind of niche products that are specific to Clay County and our history. So we're utilizing things about the ship and the church and the other exhibits to curate what we have for sale in the shop. We have lots of local goods, lots of goods from Norway and Sweden and Finland. And then we also have, there's a purse that has the angels, or it's not a purse, it's a bag, has the angels from the church on it. And she's just always got new and creative things. And hopefully soon there'll be a Lego set of the boat.
A Lego set of the boat?
Yes. Yeah.
That's exciting.
That'd be really cool.
That's very cool. And also maybe the best selection of recipe books.
Oh, yeah.
A very curated selection of cookbooks and recipes from the different cultures that you sort of make prominent in your museums.
Yep.
Which I also think is cool.
Yeah.
So if you're Norwegian or Icelandic or Swedish, this is the place you want to go to find something really niche. The flag magnet for your refrigerator, whatever. Whatever feels kind of takes you back to your roots, I guess.
Yeah, and we've got a lot more stuff specific to Moorhead. We've got magnets and a little, almost like a puzzle that has the different major sites within Moorhead. So it's the Bergquist cabin, the Comstock house, the Yum Comes and stuff. And It kind of pieces together like a 3D display. It's really cool.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Laura Forte is with us. She's the executive director of the Clay County Historical and Cultural Society. And this is KFGO for a Cause. We'll be back in 1 minute. Events that are coming up. Tell us, this is maybe a great reminder to people when we talk about, the ship and the church and the gift shop at the Yum Come Center. You can be a little tourist in your own town.
Sure.
We forget that these places exist when we just live here and we drive by it every day and we kind of take it for granted. So, be a tourist in your own town. Go to see the Farm to Table exhibit. If you've never seen the ship,
you're missing out.
You're missing out. You got to go do it.
We actually, as a company event once, did a gathering there, which was one of those things like, really, we're not going to go somewhere like more exciting? And everyone was just like, at the museum. And I don't mean to knock it, but it turned out that almost everyone was like, oh, this is really interesting. This is really cool. And it's something that I wouldn't have done before. So if you're thinking of a corporate event, it actually went over really well. Just let people know it's not your typical bar event.
Right.
But we can serve. So there's an option.
Well, I didn't know that was an option.
Well, okay, it's back on the table then for the next event. There you go. But you do have your own events that, corporate events. That's a great point that you can book. There are lots of ways where if you're a parent, you probably end up at the Yumcom Center if you've signed your kid up for an FMCT camp or something like that. That kind of gets you in the building too. But tell us about some of the events that people can take part in.
Oh, there's so many. It's hard to even know where to start. But this month we are doing a couple of things for women's history. So we have a speaker on the inventors, or female inventors, and then on I think it's the 21st, we are doing a women's history trivia.
Ooh, I love it.
Yeah, so that'll be 24th.
Okay.
I don't know
March
my dates.
24th. That's okay.
Yeah,
yeah, March 24th.
we will be doing a trivia game with women's history, and then we're also working with the global neighbors for the global market. And so female entrepreneurs will be there selling wares and goods and food and stuff.
Fun.
So, yeah, it'll be a really fun night.
When is the global market?
It's at the same time.
Oh, it's on the 24th.
Yeah,
okay.
it's the 24th between 5 and 8, which is when we're open in the evening.
I was just at the global market down in Hennepin County.
Oh, sure.
A couple of weeks ago. Oh, so fun. We ate so much and looked at so much stuff.
Yeah.
But it's fun when we get a little taste of that right here, that we don't have to drive all the way to Hennepin County for that.
Yeah, there's a lot of diversity in the Fargo-Moorhead area, and the global market does a good job of celebrating that and introducing us to new and different things.
Yes. I had a MoMA for the first time.
Oh.
Have you had a MoMA before? Oh my gosh, it was so good. Why had I never had those? Because we always default to the things we know, right? But I was
I don't know what that is.
It's almost like an Indian crepe, I would say. And then it's got a stuffing inside of it, and it's served with all these different dipping sauces. So good.
Is it sweet, or it's like a bread?
Savory. I would say it's more savory than, the crepe, I don't know. The crepe is the word I'm coming up with, but it's, you can hold, it's not like a crepe, it's not flimsy. It's almost like maybe a cross between a tortilla, a crepe, something like that. It is on a little bit on the sweeter side, but it's definitely a savory dish. So good.
Yeah.
But it's so fun to just try new things or to see the beautiful artistry of people in our community. The things that they can make and the talent they have is remarkable.
Yes. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. There's
so
a lot out there for sure.
There is.
Other things we have going out, basically we have things every month. We're just starting off a children's program, which we're calling Decades Club. So each month it's a different decade. So they did women's history this month, and then next month, April, I'm not sure what the theme is, but every month we're doing a little kind of activity where the kids can learn about a part of history and do a little fun activity to be able to, kind of get involved themselves.
Yeah.
People see us generally as for older people a lot of times, and so we're trying to draw in different audiences.
I don't know. Take your kid to that gift shop. They'll be hooked.
The kids love the ship, too.
Yes, they love the ship. They love the gift shop. Yes.
Yeah. And then we have... it's the 250th anniversary of America, and so we've got a picnic coming up on a potluck, a community potluck on July 8th, and we are working with the city of Moorhead for that. PBS is going to be there with some of the Ken Burns stuff, and then we have a sponsor for that, Culture Rat, and so we have music and people will bring food, and it'll be just
Fun.
a great kind of community event. And we're planning to do some recording of oral histories there, talking to people about, what does it mean to be American? What does democracy mean? Does it look different today than it did in 1776? We're also going to do a tea party that we're calling Give Me Liberty or Give Me Death.
Cute. Love it. Love the play on words.
Yeah, and we'll kind of set that up like we do our wine dinners, where people will be tasting the different teas. We know the teas that were thrown into the harbor and some that Americans drank afterwards, kind of because in protest.
Sure.
And so we'll be combining that with some of the foods of the time and talking about that Revolutionary era and what it meant. And
will that be around that July time as well?
Yeah, we're between a couple of dates still, but
okay,
sometime in July.
Yeah. And of course, as we enter like summer months, your parking lot will be taken over by your little farmers market, right?
The farmers market has moved.
It has? It won't be at the Yumcom Center? No. Where is it going now?
The city runs that, and they have moved it. I don't. I'm pretty sure it's moved to the parking lot of Trinity Lutheran Church on 8th.
Oh my gosh, we are making news here, people.
Right.
I had no idea. I was going to show up at the Yumcom Center again. Okay. Farmers market
love the farmers market too.
I do too. Yeah, and that's usually in the evening, like on Tuesdays and Thursdays, I think, in Moorhead.
Yeah.
So little shout out to the farmers market in Moorhead, even though it won't be at the Yumcom Center anymore.
Yeah, we're a little bummed to see them go, but it's also, it's good for the vendors and stuff too.
Yeah,
so.
of course. And you'll get a little bit more parking.
Yeah.
You'll get a little bit more parking. And, the Yumcom Center is, yes, you're a beautiful museum and you're a wonderful place to visit. Your outdoor space is also a wonderful place to visit. Yeah. So use that parking lot and be in the park and utilize those trails along the river. That's also really fun. I mean, it's fun in the winter too, to do some of the cross-country skiing. But once we get into like spring and summer, like that's a great place to walk and explore and be.
Yeah, it's a beautiful place.
Yeah, it's really good. So if you've not done that, I feel like everybody should go and try is it the Rotary Club's
that park?
Like, the natural like park, like right across the river from you. I think it's the Rotary Club, right?
Yes,
are they the
it
one
was
that's
sponsored by them anyways.
Yeah, it's so good. So that whole area of town you could explore in the summer months and find something new.
Moorhead has a great trail system along the river there.
Yeah, they're doing great. And oh my gosh, and pretty soon the Loop will be your neighbor.
Yeah.
That's exciting.
Within a month, yeah.
Oh my gosh.
I don't know what that is.
Yeah, you do. We talked about it on the show.
I love that conversation.
It's the new building that's going to be going into the former space of the Moorhead Center Mall, and it's going to feature the walking track and the library will be a part of it, and community rooms. So if you're going over to see the new Loop, like the Yumcom Center is just like a hop and a skip away.
It is, yeah, absolutely.
Kind of make a whole Moorhead day about it. Neil's like, I don't know what that is. I'm like, yeah, you do.
It's good to have people like Amy in my life.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do. Laura Forty is with the Clay County Historical and Cultural Society. If people want to like reach out or be a part of it, of course, stop by the Yumcom Center.
Absolutely.
But your website, if people want to, you're like, I've been there for like 3 minutes, Amy. Don't put me on the spot. Google it.
Yeah, it's hccSCConline.org.
Okay. And if you just Google it, you'll find them as well. Yeah.
Yeah. Sometimes people get confused because the Yumcom Center houses FMCT, the City of Moorhead, and the Senior Center. So make sure you're at the museum side if you want to find out stuff about the museum. But we are open 9 to 5 every day except for Sunday. That's noon to 5.
Thank you so much, Laura. Appreciate it.
Yeah.
Thanks, Neil.
Thanks.